Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this video, we're going to show you guys some solo drills you can do to warm up before Jiu-Jitsu, so check it out. All right, the first exercise we're going to show you guys, this is great because it's good for your balance, it's good for your strengthening of your joints, all right? It's also good for stability in your shoulders and your core, all right? So this is called the four corners. So basically we use this sometimes into our own training sessions, into our group classes. It's a great warm-up session. So now what we're gonna do is place our palms to the mat, and now he wants to elevate his knees off the mat as well. So basically, it's almost like you're starting a bear crawl position, all right? And now we're gonna switch our base. So now our base has four corners, so that's why it's called the four corners, 2 hands and 2 feet. So now he's gonna switch and go belly up, and now place four corners, now he has the belly up. And now he's gonna come back again, tread the needle, and now again, he's in four corners. And we're gonna continue the rotation like this all the way through, right? He does a full circle, I should say, in one direction, and then you could switch sides and go towards the opposite direction. And now you can go medium speed. Sometimes you could slow it down, hold your position slowly, and switch very slowly as well, because the slower you go, the more you have to maintain your body weight onto one shoulder right now, one arm, okay? So this is great for shoulder stability as well, but it's also good for that coordination, that agility, and stuff that we do in Jiu-Jitsu. All right, next is gonna have a seated position, and all we're gonna be doing is placing our palms beside us on the ground, and now he's gonna elevate himself and slide his foot backwards, and that's called a technical stand-up. Now he's gonna come back the same way through and go to the opposite side, and technical stand-up on the opposite side. We're gonna go from left to right like this, and this is great. We use this also to warm up. It's good. It's just like the four corners drill, but now we're doing a stand-up version. Very good. All right, this next one we're going to show you guys is a little bit more challenging. It's almost like the four corners drill, but we're going to go super slow, almost like a Nizo Hold in every direction. All right, so he's going to start his technical position. He's going to kick through. He's going to kick his leg out. He's going to hold it there for like a full second, and now he's going to kick back in, but now he's going to go towards the ceiling. And the whole time he's doing this, he's maintaining his balance and stabilizing on his right shoulder. All right, he's going up, and all the weight is onto one foot and the opposite arm. All right, it's gonna do 4 or 5 repetitions on one side, nice and slow. Great for shoulder stability. It's a good mobility exercise, but also stabilization and stuff that's required when we do Jiu-Jitsu. And now if he does the opposite side, he starts his technical stand-up, but instead of standing up, he just kicks back, comes back forward, kicks through towards the ceiling, and holds the position for a good long second every time. So he freezes here, and then he comes back, freezes in this position as well, comes back and towards the ceiling, and one more time. And this is very challenging because you have to stabilize yourself on one arm. Good. All right, another very basic exercise that we do in Jiu-Jitsu is triangle. So basically he's gonna rock backwards, and now he's gonna shoot his legs up towards the ceiling, but lock into a triangle position. And every time he's rocking, he's elevating the hips and reaching for that triangle. All right, so it's a good warm-up that we do very frequently in our sessions. And we're just going from left to right side and making sure that we bring our ankle behind our knee on every repetition. Good. Okay, now very similar to the last one, it's just hip ups, all right? So he's gonna rock back, and he's gonna shoot his hips up towards the ceiling, just straight-legged like this, all right? So just as good warm-up for your lower back, but also stabilizing and elevating yourself. And this is great because a lot of times when you're playing guard in Jiu-Jitsu, you're gonna need to bridge from your shoulders in this position. So it's a good way to just warm up, and it's a good exercise as well. Also works your core. And now a variation of this is every time you go there, you can add a twist at the top, right? Just twisting your hips a little bit like this, okay? Because these are the types of movements we're gonna do when we're playing the guard position. So this is a good solo drill to do as a warm-up. Very good. All right, now we're gonna go to the regular sit-out position. All right, so similar to what we did in the ISO one, this one we're gonna go a little bit quicker. So it's gonna go from left to right side, and just gonna sit through with each leg. All right, so this is a good warm-up. Sometimes you go medium speed, sometimes we do it slow, and sometimes we do it very dynamic and add some speed to this as well, right? Choose the variation you want, but this is also good to warm up because these are some of the stuff we're gonna be doing in Jiu-Jitsu as well as when we do MMA or wrestling. Now here we're gonna have a seated position and we're gonna rock backwards, but when we come back, instead of locking the legs or shooting legs up towards the ceiling, we're gonna come back into a hip drive position. So he's gonna drive all of his weight on one knee and then tuck his foot and rock back and do the opposite side, same thing. And every time you do this, you wanna try to do this using the momentum and the drive of your hips and not placing your hands on the mat. All right, so always driving your hips, strengthens your knee, strengthens your quads, as well as your hip and your lower back. This is a good way to warm up before training jiu-jitsu as well. Good. All right, a solo drill workout or warm-up wouldn't be complete without doing regular shrimps, or also known as hip escapes. So this is stuff that you need to drill simply because it helps to warm you up, but also it's essential because these are movements you're gonna be using in jiu-jitsu if you're on the bottom, all right? So shrimps, any jiu-jitsu academy are gonna be practicing this type of move. It's a classic move. So here we're gonna go left to right side, planting one of our foot on the mat and moving our hips to the opposite side. So the side where you plant your foot, that's where you wanna shrimp and extend the opposite leg. Imagine you wanna recover guard or even create space against an opponent on top of you when you're on the bottom. All right, so sometimes we do this with one foot on the mat, and you can also do a variation where you plant both feet on the mat and push yourself with both of your feet away, all right? Nevertheless, the important thing to remember is when you practice shrimps, this is also a warm-up, but very, very important. It's actually a very important move you're gonna be using throughout your jiu-jitsu techniques when you're playing the bottom position. All right, next up, we're gonna do a push-up. So we're gonna get into a regular upper plank position. We're gonna do a push-up, and then we're gonna come back up and do a sit-through. All right, so he's doing his push-up. I'm gonna sit through, and then we're gonna come back, push up, and do the opposite side. All right, so although this is particularly more of a conditioning and fitness exercise, it's great because we're warming up the upper body, strengthening our pecs, our shoulders, our triceps, and then adding the more agility exercise of sitting through. All right, so this is great. So usually all of these exercises we do for 10 to 20 repetitions a piece. All right, lastly for this video, so many exercises we can show you. We want to keep it like short and condensed. We're gonna add one where we do a back roll from the seated position. When he comes back onto his knees, he's just gonna do a slight leapfrog, so that way there we always keep center of the mat for the camera, right? If you have a lengthier surface, you can do back rolls after back roll and then coming back with a multitude of leapfrogs. In this case, we're gonna do 1 rep of each, all right? So he's gonna do his back roll here, 1, and now he's gonna place his hands, come back into a leapfrog, come back to the opposite side and leapfrog. That's it. Do a few more. And always trying to stay like in a small ball position with your back roll and back in, shooting your legs back to position to start your roll again. Very good. All right, guys, so a few exercises that you can use to warm up before your jiu-jitsu or even wrestling or MMA sessions. Great for agility, great for stretching your body out, warming yourself out, using some of the moves you're gonna be using during your technical portion as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. Leave us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you are new here, and we will catch you
in the next video.
Take care.